Hello! Today I'm going to be telling a story about when I was working at a haunted Mexican restaurant. Yes, it's not a lie. To me, I think it's haunted. Like, I'm going to tell you guys the things that happened and you guys can tell me what you think. Honestly, I don't think there's an explanation for these things, so let's keep it moving. I worked there for about 3-4 months, but I worked literally every day, so I would see everything. I knew everything. I really became acquainted with the place, you know? And it comes down to one Saturday. It's really early in the morning. I think I was gonna work all day that day, or until 5, but I was there at 10 a.m. and the thing is, the restaurant is kind of divided in two. There's like the bar area in the back, which is like a more like, you know, laid back feel, and then there's like the dining area in the front, which is more like fancy, you know. So I was cleaning the bar, I was getting stuff ready, you know, preparing stuff, when all of a sudden I see like just, I don't know how to explain. I saw a flash of someone with a black t-shirt on, and he was a short man. And so I was really kind of confused because where I was standing, I could see anyone come in or come out. I was thinking my coworker maybe tried it, like he was trying to play, because he's this cute little Mexican man. Like, he would always play like jokes on me, you know. So I was like, Don Juan, I'm over here trying to be like, you know, a goofy ass bitch, like, oh, ha ha ha, hee hee. And then my coworker comes out like the way, like, other corner, and I look at him, I'm like, why'd you come out of there? Keep in mind, we're talking in Spanish, but it's because I saw someone walk by. He was like, no, I just came out the bathroom and the cooks went out, so it's just you and me here. And I was like, you guys, I was shook, that's to say the least. But I mean, I tried not to be that scared. I was like, maybe I was just imagining, you know, like working so hard, I'm over here imagining, hallucinating, so kind of let it go, you know. After that, I kind of joked around with my coworkers about it. Like, we all thought it was a joke at first until this happened. So one day, it was late at night. I was closing this day. It was about, I want to say 11:30. I'm in the bathroom, and like I said, the restaurant's divided, so I was in the bathroom in the dining part. A boss was in the bar with my other 2 coworkers, and that was it. No one else was there. So I'm in the bathroom, I'm on my phone chilling, then all of a sudden someone turns the light off. But see, like I said, it's a whole different complete part. So one of them, the 3 of them, I was thinking came out of the way to come play me. And I was like, y'all funny, it's night, we don't do that here. We don't play like that. But I was like, they really tried it. So then I'm just, you know, I'm using the bathroom with the lights off. I turned the light on the back of, you know, the iPhone, so it was pretty bright. I was good until I start hearing knocking. And this is when I kind of noticed that something was wrong, because with the knocking, it's like, usually out of respect, I don't know if other places do this, but the male coworkers, where they won't like knock on the bathroom if one of us is in there, like a female, like they'll ask another female to do it. It sounds dumb, but that's something they did. And that's something they told us. So I was like, it's a little weird that they would be knocking on the door when they don't usually do it, like, you know, while we're working. So I kind of let it go. All of a sudden I hear this. It's like constant knocking, like not just one knock, it's constantly. And I'm like, I was like the man holding the phone meme. Like, what's going on here? I was getting shook real fast, real quick. Then all of a sudden it starts getting quicker and quicker. Your girl is still in the bathroom, so I'm like, what's going on here? And then I know I have to hurry up because the knocking is getting faster and faster. And so then I wash my hands, and then, you know, I'm trying to be funny up here. So then I open the door real quick, and the knocking obviously goes away, but then there's no one on the other side. And see, if we think about it logically here, that does not make sense, because it's like, how do I open the door in the middle of you knocking and you're not there? Like, what kind of lightning speed was that? Like, are you a superhero? What's going on here? There's some mystery, you feel me? So I was like, okay, someone's trying it today. So I go to my 3 coworkers and I was like, you guys, I was like, who went to the bathroom and knocked? And they were like, what do you mean? And I was like, come on now, who went to knock on the bathroom when I was in there? And he's like, my boss was like, no one went in there, like we were all drinking. And they were legit like sitting down drinking. And I was like, guys, stop playing. And I was just not trying to believe it. And they were like, no one's over there. And then they were trying to convince me that like I thought about it, like I made it up in my head. And I was like, no, see, that's where you're wrong. Like there's no way that I just imagined it, you know. So I kind of let that go. I was like whatever about it. And then 2 days after pass, and there's a woman that I'm serving on with her husband, and she starts telling me about, oh yeah, you know, like we come to this restaurant a lot. I've been coming here since I was really young. Owner owned a pizza parlor here, like it's the same restaurant, and he died here. She told me like his name, and she went into detail like his character, that he was really like playful. And I was like, okay, playful, really? And then I told her about the bar situation, and she said, oh yeah, sure, huh? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh yeah, that might have been him. But the way she said it was like, it was so normal, you know, like we're all breathing right now type of thing, you know, like it's nothing. And I was like, ma'am? And then she was like laughing like it's a damn joke, and I was over here shook. I was sweating beads. He like does this laughing, she's like, ah! And I'm like, oh my god, I was scared. And then she starts like, oh yeah, you know, like how cool is that you guys have a ghost? And I was trying to be so nice, but like really though. And I was like, well, see ma'am, that's the funny part, because you go home after this, but I still have to work here day after day. And she kind of got quiet, like she saw that it pushed my buttons. So she was like, oh yeah, I feel sorry for you. And she left me a good tip, and I was like, bitch, you better, you over here scared me. I done peed my pants twice. The hell? But no, really though, like I was scared. Like, can you imagine being told that where you are at was where a man died, and you saw him? Like I was like, okay. So nonetheless though, I obviously kept working there because like I said, I was already planning on leaving to California anyway, so I already kind of like, you know, I knew I was out anyways. One of the last nights I was there though, I had to stay till like 12, and I think I argued with my boss about something, so I didn't want to see his face. I was mad. So I went into the dining part by myself, and it was all dark, like the lights were off, but I wasn't really scared because like I said, I'm always on my phone, so I was like whatever. So I kind of feel creeped out. Like I'm like, let me just go wait outside anyways, my parents are close. So as I was walking to the front door where you exit, there's mirrors everywhere. So when I walked by, I don't know, I just turned around to my left, and I see a man. He's very like, he's long, you know, very thin. I see him in the mirror, and he's looking at me, but he's on my left, like on this side, but he's looking at me through the mirror. And I look at him, and he looks at me, and it's like the scene out of a scare, like one of the scary movie franchises. Like it's supposed to come out with laughter, like it's funny, but no, I was not giggling. Like he just looked at me, and I looked at him, and I was like, oh no. So then I quickly dart, like I'm not playing, I'm not waiting to see nothing, you know. I was raised right in my Mexican household. We do not play these games with ghosts. Luckily, my parents were outside, so I get in the car and I tell them everything that happened. And they told me like to pray, and I was like, okay, but the ghost is still gonna be there, like. And I mean, that was like the last big thing that happened when I saw that man in the mirror that looked at me in the eyes. But other than that, I just had events where like I said, I would be cleaning in the morning, and I would see like a man rush by, which I'm gonna guess is a pizza dude. So he would just walk by, and I'd just be like, just stay calm. There for like 2 more weeks after that, so I was good. But that was my story. Pretty crazy, honestly. It really did happen. So if you guys want more stories, just like this video, subscribe. I'm gonna leave my social media links at the bottom or whatever. And I'm gonna post more stories. You know, I want to start doing like makeup tutorials and other story times. So, thank you guys for watching, and see you later.